On a hillside above the Mediterranean, the rock itself is on fire. No wood. No fuel. No ash. Dozens of small flames, burning out of bare stone, and they do not go out. Rain does not kill them. Wind only bends them. Sailors steered by this glow at night, 2,500 years ago. And the Greeks who climbed up here gave the fire a name. The name of a monster.
1015. The coast of ancient Lycia in what is now southern Turkey. Tonight's beast has a lion's head, a goat's back, a serpent's tail, and a breath of fire. And unlike every other monster in this atlas, you can still visit the exact hill where she breathes.
Homer wrote her down first, in the Iliad, almost 3,000 years ago. A lion in front. A serpent for a tail. And growing from the middle of her back, a goat's head. One body, 3 beasts.
Wait, the goat is the weird part. Why a goat?
Nobody knows. Chimaera is simply the Greek word for a young she-goat. The most ordinary animal on any Lycian farm, welded to 2 predators, and given a flamethrower. The poet Hesiod gave her a family tree. Her father was Typhon, the storm giant who fought Zeus. Her mother was Echidna, half woman, half snake. Her siblings, Cerberus, and the Hydra. She was not a wild animal. She was a weapon he kept, some said, by a Lycian king, and turned loose on his neighbor's land. Lycia was a real place, a mountainous coast of southern Anatolia, with its own language, its own tombs cut into cliffs, and its own gods.
So the monster has a home address.
She does, and the ancients agreed on it. Her territory was this stretch of coast near the city of Pharsalis, pine forest, limestone, and one burning mountain. Her image traveled. Across the sea, the Greek city of Sicyon stamped her on silver coins, a monster from this coast, carried in purses 2,400 years ago. Lycians carved her and told her to their children. Long before Greece owned the story, this coast had already learned to live beside a burning mountain. And in the Iliad she already has a killer waiting. A young exile arrives in Lycia carrying a sealed letter. The letter says, "Kill the man who brings this." His name was Bellerophon. The king could not murder a guest at his own table, so he sent him to do it for him against the Chimera.
One man against a fire-breathing lion. That's a death sentence.
It was meant to be. But Bellerophon had something no Lycian king counted on, a winged horse. Pegasus, caught while drinking at a spring. From the air, the fire could not reach him. He circled above her, arrows first, the stories say, and then a spear tipped with a lump of lead. In one late telling, he drove the lead into her burning throat. Lead melts at about 600 degrees Fahrenheit, well within a good fire. Her own fire melted it, and the molten metal did what no blade could. Bellerophon should have stopped there. He tried to ride Pegasus up to Olympus itself, and Zeus swatted him back to Earth. The monster slayer died a limping beggar. Down into the myths she went. But the fire on the hillside, that stayed. Here is the part you can walk to. Above the beach at Cirali, in Turkey, is a slope the Turks call Yanartas, burning rock. Methane and other gases seep up through cracks in the stone. Where they meet the air, they ignite. Flames from bare rock, day and night, for over 2,000 years.
And the ancients knew this place.
They wrote it down. Theseus, a Greek doctor, was the first we know of to say it plainly. The monster was the mountain. Pliny the Elder agreed. Writing in the 1st century, he records in his Natural History a Lycian flame that, quote, does not die by day or night. Now look at her from here. A fire that roars from a rocky ridge. A lion's temper. Goats on the slopes. Snakes in the scrub. The map drew the monster.
So the Chimaera is geology.
Geology you could see from the water in a century with no lighthouses. A monster that guided sailors home. As explanations go, she was useful. The beast died with the ancient world. The word refused to. A bronze of her, cast by the Etruscans, Italy's great power before Rome, was dug up at Arezzo in 1553, and became one of the most famous statues of the ancient world. And science took her name. Today a Chimaera is any creature carrying 2 sets of DNA in one body. It happens in humans. You may have met one.
So the impossible animal turned out to be real, just very small.
Smaller than a cell. The Greeks built a word so strange that only modern biology could find a use for it.
Stop them up as I can. A poet, a farmer, a Greek doctor, a Roman admiral, 4 men who never met, not one of them was describing an animal. They were all describing the same burning hillside.
Stitched together beasts guard every coastline of the map. But they are not one family, each was sown for its own reasons. Persia feared the manticore, a lion's body, a man's face, and a tail that fires spines like arrows. Its name means, simply, man-eater. Japan has the nue, monkey's head, tiger's limbs, serpent tail, arriving as a black cloud over the palace roof. Our sister channel Yokai Night keeps his full file. Egypt weighed your heart at the door of the afterlife. Fail the scale, an RMIT, crocodile, lion, hippopotamus, swallowed it. Not a monster. A verdict. And in Provence, in the south of France, the Tarasque, part beast, part fish, part everything, was not slain but tamed, by a saint. Her town still parades her.
Why do we keep gluing animals together?
Because the parts are inventory. Every hybrid is a checklist of what a place feared most, its predators, its rivers, its own conscience. Read the parts, and you read the map. She never retired, she respawned. Final Fantasy has fielded her since 1987, and Dragon Quest folded her into a bird with 2 necks. Full Metal Alchemist built its saddest hour on her name, if you know, you know. Yu-Gi-Oh! Fused her from 2 other monsters, which is honestly very on brand.
Where else have I fought her?
Percy Jackson met her inside a national monument. God of War staged her as a 3-phase boss. Wherever a game needs 1 enemy that is 3 enemies, she shows up for work. And the mountain is still at work. The flames of Yanartas burn tonight, an hour's walk up from the beach at Cirali.
You can just go.
You can. It is a stop on the Lycian Way, Turkey's great coastal trail. Hikers climb at dusk with flashlights, and come down by the light of the mountain. People brew tea and toast bread over a fire no one lit. 2,500 years after sailors steered by her, the Chimaera still cooks dinner. Verdict: the Chimaera was never an animal. She was a map's way of writing down a real and burning place, a warning, a lighthouse, and an inventory of Lycia's fears, stitched into one body. The beast is gone. The fire is not. On a dark enough night, the verdict is still visible from the sea.
If your country ever stitched its fear into one impossible animal, name it in the comments. I'm collecting the whole monster zoo. Yokai Night has the Japanese wing. Next time the sound of a woman weeping by the river at night, and why half a continent swears it has heard her.